Right. Let's continue. Uh, Class 10 children, class 10 chemistry, acid, bases and salts. Previously we discussed what are bases, about alkalis. What are bases? Bases are the substances which are bitter in taste, change red litmus into blue litmus, right? And those bases are dissolved in water or soluble in water, we can call the alkalis. So all alkalis are bases, but all the bases are not alkalis. So now, what is the common? What is the common uh, in bases? What is the common in bases? What do all bases? What do all bases have in common? So what do all the acids have in common? We know that all the acids contain H plus ions. H plus ion. So OH in case of base, OH minus ion, OH minus ion is the common, is the common in all bases. OH ion is common in all bases. All the bases contain OH minus ions. All the acids contain H plus ions, right? So according to Arrhenius acid base theory, according to Arrhenius acid base theory, right? So the substances which release OH minus ions, OH minus ions are called bases, Whatever we know, the different types of bases, different types of bases, like already I wrote here, sodium hydroxide, right? Calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. So all are the example for bases. These all are containing one common thing is OH, OH, OH and OH. So OH minus, OH minus. How do we get this OH minus? So a base, like any base, NaOH, on dissolving or dissociation, when it dissolves in water, it forms Na plus and OH minus. Similarly, calcium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide also gives OH minus ions. Sodium hydroxide solution shows basic behavior due to it contain OH minus ion. Calcium hydroxide shows a basic nature because it contains OH minus ions. So the substances which are having or release OH minus ion when they dissolves in water, is called bases. So what is the common property or what is the common thing present in all the bases is OH minus ions. OH minus ion. So all the bases contain a common property. All the bases contain a common property. That common property is contains OH minus ions. OH minus ions. based on based on the number of OH minus ions present or number of OH minus ions released when they are dissolved in water, when they dissolve in water while they are dissociated into ions. We have two types of bases. Two types of bases: strong bases, strong bases and weak bases. Strong bases and weak bases. We know strong acids, strong base. Strong acids and strong base depends on um, during their dissociation in water, depending upon the number of H plus ions are released. If any acid release more large number of H plus ions, then we can call that strong acids. Strong acids example, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, then nitric acid. Sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, and nitric acid are the example for strong acids. Similarly, acetic acid, acetic acid, carbonic acid, carbonic acid, carbonic acid, oxalic acid. These are the example for weak acids. Similarly, strong bases and the neutralization, sorry, and dissociation. A base which is divides or disassociate completely and completely ionized in water, completely ionizes in water, and they produces a large number of OH minus ion, produces large number of OH minus ions. Then we can call the strong bases. So on dissociation in water, a base is dissociated into ions in water and release a large number of OH minus ions. OH minus ions, more a large number of OH minus ions are released. OH ions are released in large number, in large number. So the bases is release large number of OH minus ions, large number of OH minus ion. Those bases are called strong bases. Strong bases examples, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are the examples for strong bases. Examples for strong bases. That means when this base is dissolved in water, releases huge number or a large number of OH minus ions. OH minus ion. So that's why sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide are the strong bases. Strong bases. Similarly, ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide are the example for weak bases. That means they release less OH minus ions. Here OH minus ion means hydroxide ions. So the base which release large number of hydroxide ions are called strong bases. The base which release OH minus ions or hydroxide ions, less number of hydroxide ions are called weak bases. So when a base is dissolved in water, it dissociates into ions. So in that OH minus ions are more, then they are called, OH minus ions are formed, then they are called strong bases. They release less number of hydroxide ions, then called weak bases. So ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide are the example for weak bases. Are the example for weak bases. So the common property in bases is hydroxide ions. Hydroxide ions. Based on the number of hydroxide ions released by a base, when a base is dissolved in water, large number of OH ions are released, then we can call strong bases. Then we can call strong bases. So the base which release less hydroxide ions are called weak bases. Are called weak bases. Right? So this is about the common property as well. Classification of bases, classification of base based on number of hydroxide ions are released on dilution or releasing on dissolved on dissociation of base in water, base in water. So hope you understand. So read and read your textbook and watch my previous videos for better understanding. Thank you.